It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You had the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception. He wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Well, he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. 1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw.
He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
We're scoreless after 1.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire
with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be in the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Herbert now.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Chris Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. But this time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Chris Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field.
More from L.A. in a moment.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for him, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. On first down, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
More from L.A. in a moment.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
One more time with Edwards-Helaire.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Now it's Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Second down at 5.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Mahomes now on 1st down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, and it's the Raiders out in front as they approach halftime. Henry Ruggs, a touchdown reception. From there, we head to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. Antonio Brown, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And they've reached halftime, all tied. 17-all is the score. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for KC in that first half. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And trotting back out onto the field, Travis Kelce, creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
Yeah, a little bit of a cat-and-mouse game. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it's third down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Herbert back to the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. KC's offense ready to take over.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Mahomes now on 1st down. He finds Robinson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Frank Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. He's airing it out for Williams.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. After the sack on 1st down, Herbert rifles one that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Drops it off for carry.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Herbert now. On the completion, this is carry. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, carry. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. And let's get ready.
One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Chiefs, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall